Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Spencer Arms YouTube channel. I'm really quite excited about this one. I've had a little bit of a journey trying to get this last one, and it's been so funny. I've been to Sainsbury's at Frost Park, I've been to the big Sainsbury's, OB, and I've been looking down the world food aisles to try and find it. I come trotting back like a happy boy because I thought, yes, I found it. But then I realised it was the actual Guinness Foreign Extra Stout brewed in Ireland, which I've already done. I'm looking for the imported one. Anyway, I checked out Tesco's website and apparently they've got it. So I went trotting down to Tesco's and looking around, couldn't find it anywhere. The actual guy stacking the drinks was very interested in it. Oh, what's that? What's that? Anyway, I went to the world food aisle and asked a guy there, and he says to me, yeah, what are you after? So I told him, and there you go, and shown me this. Ta-da! So there you go, imported, brewed in Nigeria, at the Guinness factory in Nigeria. So we've got four of them. So yeah, presented in a nice box. Now there's two missing, simply because one has been in the fridge ever since I got home because it says to drink chilled. Now, you know my views on chilled Guinness, so I'm doing two on this review. That's four. I'm actually doing two on this review. I've got one here that's chilled. I've got one there that's been sat in the room. So the fire's on, but so I'm not putting it because I'm doing all these stout reviews in front of this fire. Now, I've not put it in this part of the room. It's been in the kitchen on the sort of other side. So it's sort of room temperature, but not next to the fire room temperature. Anyway, here it is. And what I sort of like about this is whenever you go to a bottle shop or anything, you always find the bottles look a little bit sort of like, especially the German beers, they look a little bit scratchy, almost like they've been rolled about and that. And I really like it. So the fact that, you know, this is imported, it says it there, brewed in Nigeria. You can see it there. And he actually said in Tesco's, yeah, you get a lot of African people coming here buying this. Well, you can see why, can't you? So this, very interestingly, is called the Foreign Extra Stout. And it looks, apart from the imported bit, it looks the same as the Irish brewed Foreign Extra Stout. But apparently, they brew it with, and I've got the notes here and I can hardly see it because I've turned the brightness down so it don't shine on my glasses. It says, Nigeria has been brewing Guinness at its factory since 1962 and is now the second largest consumer of Guinness in the world. Guinness Nigerian's recipe includes locally sourced maize and sorghum, I think that's how you say it, following a government ban on the importation of malted barley. Now, I know a long while ago, and it's, oh yeah, in the 1980s, yeah, malted barley in the 1980s. Such ingredients are said to give Guinness Nigeria its unique bittersweet taste. Now, a little bit of other research, apparently that sorghum, or however you say it, is heavily kilned. Anyway, I'm not going to put this in a Guinness glass because it's only a little bottle, and I actually had two of the Foreign Extra Stouts last night, which I really enjoyed. So I'm going to crack this open and get it into, yeah, a little bit of breath off the bottle there. Yeah, Foreign Extra distinctive. What's that say? Distinctive quality. Right. Okay. Let's see what we're going to get from this. So here we are then. And I'm back down the cabin. And the simple reason being that suddenly I'm in the lounge, about to pour this beer out. And then the next thing I'm down the cabin is for two reasons. One, because when I've been in the house, I've been getting so warm and cozy by the fire that I've just don't seem to have had any like pizzazz, if you know what I mean, any chat. And the other reason is because I ended up on that particular night, up until this point, actually drinking three of these, one cold, one warm, and one extremely warm that's been in the room with the fire, and also a Guinness original to try and bring it in between to come. And I waffled on and on and on. So, right, I know what I'm expecting out of this beer. I've already done it, but I just wanted to come down here, crack this one open, talk to you about it, and end the Guinness series, because this one isn't as good as the others. It's very boozy, which I waffled on about so much. So let's get into this now. And we've got Santa and a few bits. It's Christmas. I want to get this Guinness one done, and then I want to get cracking on with some Christmas ones. So here we go. Cheers, everybody. Very boozy on the nose. That's what I really went on about. Now they're using maize in this and this sorghum because of this sort of like not the government banning the importation of barley. So and what because they wanted to, they grow this sorghum apparently, so they don't want to import barley and they want to use that and make something out of that and sell that and use that. So you got maize in this as well. Now maize, from what I can see, gives it like a lot of sweetness. The sorghum, it's going to give it sugars and sweetness. It's very sweet, alcoholic, boozy. Yeah, it's exactly what I said. So from this, now this is cold. This is out the fridge. And I think if you're going to drink this, I drank one room temperature. Now, when I say room temperature, on the tiles near the window, right? So quite cool room temperature. Then I drank one that was slightly chilled in the fridge, and then I also drank one which was on the table near the fire, well, on the bench near the fire, so it got quite warm. And I couldn't really get much different out of it. However, what I found with this now is, unlike the other Guinnesses, having this cold gives it a bit more of a crash of carbonation, which is really needed, really, to be quite honest with you, because having this a bit too warm just gives too much of the booze. It's 7.5%, but it tastes like a 12% beer to me. I've had much stronger beers that don't taste as alcoholic as this. Whether or not that's what they like. Apparently, when I got this from Tesco's, the guy said there's a lot of African guys coming here, and that's what he said. So there might be guys and girls, I don't know, but they said they love it. They love it. So yeah, so there you go. Over there in Nigeria, I just had to make sure I was right then. This is brewed for them, isn't there? That's what they like. That's what they like. It's just for here, Guinness for me, or Irish brewed foreign extra stout, is just really lovely and Moorish and toffee and caramelly and just a little bit different to the porter. The porter is very smooth and really like sort of like Moorish, and that's just probably a little bit more on the bitter side, the foreign Irish. But this is a totally different beer to the Ireland brewed one. Totally different. It's almost like got a cheap brandy flavour to it. There is a bit of coffee in there that I'm getting more with the cold one. The warmer ones literally accelerate the booze. Like really, I'm saying booze again. It just accelerates the booze like you wouldn't believe. The alcohol boozing taste of this. Having this cold, I would even have this even more colder. Really, as chilled as you could get, like 3 degrees. Get this chilled to 3 degrees, and you might just help take away a bit of that real heavy alcoholic taste that this gives you. It's really quite yeah, it is quite metallic. I've heard that. That's not me discovering that. I've heard that about this. It is. It's, if I'm to be quite frank, it's not a very nice drink. This one isn't. So I don't really want to. This is the whole thing. The video I did before was about 35-40 minutes long, and this beer didn't need that amount of time to tell you about it. I think it was just I was on my high horse sort of going, oh my God, it's so boozy and it's terrible, and I've tried it this temperature and tried it that temperature. I wanted to try it in every way possible I could to give it a chance. And then I wanted to have the original Guinness to see how that tasted. And to be quite honest with you, the original Guinness to start off with was like drinking water, if you know what I mean. It had absolutely nothing about it until I'd had about half a glass of it. And then I thought, oh, there you are. You've got rid of this. And there you are. You're back again. So the Guinness original, lovely. The Guinness, I mean, I had 4 cans of the Guinness draft yesterday when I was at a family do. Excuse me. The combination is good now. And I loved it. It was the right temperature. It was lovely. We upturned can, crashed it in the glass, which I think is a great way of doing it with the draft cans. It was great. And the Guinness original is just a carbonated, more CO2, more carbonation version of the draft Guinness. And then you've got the foreign Irish stout, which is more moorish, stronger, lovely flavours, coffee, the real beautiful sort of like toffee notes, caramel. It's all in there, but quite complex, nice, it's not in your face. The porter is another level. That's probably one of my favourites. But very creamy, very smooth, and very decadent. Really lovely. And then you come to this, and it's like, oh, Jesus, wow, that is. Oh. It is proper. It's proper, sort of like this. Oh. Like makes your face squirm, if you know what I mean. It's just not nice. It's not. Whether or not that's it's almost like you got the maize and that sorghum giving all them sugars to turn it into alcohol, but not really giving it any kind of flavours. I mean, they say that the sorghum, they say they heavily kiln it. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not roasted, it's kilned. There's a difference. It's just the drying out. So they germinate it and then they dry it out. So once it's germinated, I think they then kiln it to dry it or to stop it from germinating more. So depending on how much you do that is depending how the end result is to get your sugars out of it, I believe. But they say they heavily kiln it, and then it's brewed at high temperatures, really high temperatures apparently. What I've sort of like looked into. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, or if you know any more information about it. But all I'm saying, as a Guinness lover, the whole range from Ireland is awesome. 10 out of 10, every single one of them. All different beers. I've told my father-in-law about the foreign Irish stout. Next time I see him, I'm going to take him one. I think he's going to blow his mind. But this one is one for just to leave it on the shelf, in my opinion. I'm taking one for the team here, but it's awful, really. I've got to be honest with you. It's just I'm waffling on again. I didn't want to. It's just too boozy. It's too boozy. I can't get anything. I can't get any chocolate out of it. I can just get a bit of stringent bitterness with a bit of coffee, a little bit if I really hunt for it. But I'm getting more like cheap brandy alcohol. And I'll be quite honest with you, it was a struggle to drink, that was. Oh, So, if you value my opinion, after the effort I went to hunt for this, and yet it's readily available in Tesco, you just got to go down the world beer aisle sort of place. It's quite easy to find. But yeah, I just stick to our our Dublin Irish brewed Guinness and enjoy them. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for everybody that's subscribed. Thank you for putting up with me, because sometimes I get excited, other times I get a little bit on my high horse. Sometimes I can come across as a beer snob, but I'm not. I just try to just tell you what I'm drinking and how it makes me react, and hopefully from that you'll go and buy one. I think I only paid £6 something for 4. Go and buy it, go and try it, and tell me what you think yourself. But I would really suggest that you have it ice cold, because if not, it's just like drinking alcohol. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We're getting all Christmassy now. So the next few beer reviews that are going to come are going to be Christmassy. So yes, take care everybody. Live, love, laugh, or live, laugh, love, as it says over there. I just get it different ways around. It doesn't matter. Just enjoy yourself, smile, do whatever makes you happy. If you love this beer, take no notice of me, because it's all subjective. You might turn around and say, Speno, I do not know what you're talking about. The porter's awful. This is bang on. Well, if you think that, then that's bang on. But I are just telling you what I think, and I appreciate the fact that you value my opinion, and you ask me to do. People ask me to do these, and that's what I'm doing it for. But yeah, trust me. Give it a go. Give it a go, and put in the comments what you think. I'd really like to hear what you think. Okay, right. Okay, until the next one. Take care, everybody. I've been Speno, and this has been Back Down the Cabin. Or the pub shed, as we call it. Merry Christmas.